What's up with the what's up, folks? Welcome back to the Puny Humans platform. Listen, Remy Ma and Papoose got the internet on fire right now. You hear me? They spilling their laundry all over the internet as if it was the laundromat floor. And I don't know. I just kind of want to go over this a little bit. Honestly, I've heard a few things that was going around, a few of the lives from Remy. And then a few of the lives from Pap. I'm saying live, like lives on Instagram. And what I'm picking up from that is it's a lot of bitterness going on, right, between them two. More so I'm picking up from Remy than from Pap. But, let's dive into this. This is O'Shea Duke Jackson. And we're going to see exactly what you guys think about this. Please drop your comments down below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you very much. Let's get into it.
The beef between Remy Ma and Papoose is like watching a soap opera. It's getting out of hand, and it came just out of nowhere. And we know that Papoose is very happy with Clarissa Shields, but at the same time, they are going through a divorce. Remy Ma was on Instagram Live with a tirade talking about Papoose.
Yo, tell me this doesn't look like the face of somebody that is hurt. This person right here don't look hurt to y'all? Because if you saying that, you lying and you coping. This person looks very hurt, And we don't wish that on none of our sisters, right? But as far as the information that I'm giving that the rest of y'all are giving, she did this to herself, right? Right. So accountability is in order. All right, let's get it.
Financial position.
I don't know what people have. Y'all don't know what people have. My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
Don't gaslight us, Rem.
Whenever you're ready, the papers are there. I don't want anything, nothing, no things.
Rem got her lips
I would like
done.
my jewelry.
She got like
I would like it. Could
filler.
you go pick up my jewelry from out of the pawn shop?
Other
shop.
allegations have also been leveraged by
The pawn shop. Too many lies to refute. But let's start with this one. Papoose, why were you at the pawn shop 6 months ago? Did you ever go pick it up? You had till your birthday to get it out. Why I can't find my Cartier bracelet? Hold on. Hey Siri, what is Papoose' real name? Oh, snap. Shamel Mackey. That dude. Thanks, Siri. That does look like that's what that signature says. I mean, but there's really no evidence to say that that's why he was there. I don't know.
Remy Ma, basically saying that Papoose pawned her jewelry, and you can see it here, right here. Too many lies to refute, but let's start with this one. Papoose, why were you in the pawn shop 6 months ago? Did you ever go pick it up? You had till your birthday to get it out. Why can't I find my Cartier bracelet? Sidebar, wait, there's more. I'll get those when I get home. Basically, she's saying that Papoose has been broke for many years, and basically he has a gambling issue, and he's doing stuff like even pawning her jewelry for money. Now, Papoose, he clapped back. He posts this particular e-filer confirmation. This was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Pump faking. The only reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully, privately. And that was my intention. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead to an embarrassment for my child. You just lie for hours straight, but actions speak louder than words. And you just called me yesterday trying to get back with me. And I said, no!
I'm sorry. I'm still kind of pick up on these, but guess what? This is
embarrassing. Remember, he did say you just called me.
I'm corny. I'm corny, y'all. So what? I don't care. You guys know that I'm still learning. I'm trying to get better with this stuff. Come on.
Now, Remy Ma is going to respond with these receipts.
I was trying to get back. Y'all, would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday?
Sure.
Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick. This is my messages. Look what he saved as. Bozo. Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday. This is yesterday. Let's go up.
Your baby father saved as Bozo. It's crazy.
Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18. My daughter's asleep. She's asleep. This she's asleep.
Wait, what do you mean she's asleep?
This is the other day. This is the other day. Everything's fine, right?
Wide open.
Ain't no issues. You ain't telling you sending those type of texts at 11 something at night, right?
Oh, he sent that.
Okay, what I said, leave my baby alone.
I found out why she like goofy ass Mary so much. I found out why she like goofy ass Mary so much. What that mean?
Should be thanking me. That's it. Everything he got yesterday at 10:59. Can you send me your lawyer's name and number? Just call my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is.
Clarence, right? She talking about because she trying to say, see, Remy slick. She say Clarence because she tried to tell Papoose to tell Clarissa to pay it. But she called Clarissa Clarence. And that's why Pap said, I have no clue who that is.
Spoke to my lawyer. We are meeting Saturday.
Look, she petty. Just called my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. Yo, first of all, why he got to pay for her divorce lawyer? That's kind of weird. I mean, I've never been married before, so obviously I've never been divorced. But that just kind of seems a little weird to me. And then it says, then he said, I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is. Obviously, he's not talking about his lawyer, right? He talking about Clarence because she tried to do a play on the name. She's petty.
We'll be ready for mediation. My lawyer just spoke to the person you said was your lawyer, and she stated she still hasn't been retained and that you should reach out, that she'll reach out to you. I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me, and I'm being the bigger person, not playing back. I tried to be nice, but you played in my face. Garbage day is tomorrow, which is today. All things not belonging to me or my daughter will be on the curb tonight. I've been storing it for over 6 months. That's over 2. I spoke to my attorney again. She did not speak to your attorney since her and I spoke. We are meeting Saturday, which is the soonest her schedule allows. After that, we will be ready to proceed. The graduation is June 6th, right? No, it's June 5th. Stupid.
Well, it's crazy how you said the graduation is June 6th, right? The text says the graduation is June 6th, correct. And you read that wrong. And then you called the nigga stupid. It's crazy. I ain't caping for Pat, but I'm just saying, Remy just put a little bad taste in my mouth after all that cheating shit she did.
You win. That's what... Stop playing with me. Every time you say something, I'ma bomb you. Shall I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots?
Now, what she did here was basically show a bunch of text messages between them, all right, and going back and forth. But what didn't she show?
What?
The call log. Because clearly the man said, you called me.
Oh, yeah, he said you called me. Yeah, right. Now, and nothing about texting.
So reading is fundamental. You're talking about text messaging, and he's talking about calling. So
Facts.
Absolutely right there, I got to give you this.
But I'm going to keep it at being her showing the call log wouldn't really show nothing because you could delete those. Listen, I've been Team Apple for over a decade now. You feel me? I know how this shit works. She could have showed the call log and said, look, I never called you whole time. She slid and deleted that joint, so it wasn't up there. You feel me? But what he could do is show where you could delete it, but you can't add it, right? He could have showed the call log of where she definitely called him. You feel me? At a certain time. So, but Pap ain't really been doing the screenshots and all, because first of all, he already said he's not a public person, right? So he ain't gonna be going through the or what I would assume. I don't know the guy. He seemed like he wouldn't go through the process of screenshotting stuff, right? Screen recording stuff, showing it to us and all that. It's just like you say, he's a private person. You feel me? So, and as far as I'm concerned, he ain't even really on this internet game stuff. So, for her to even say in the text message, sounds like she doing a lot of projecting and gaslighting. And she said, y'all, wait, what did she say again? Hold on, we gonna come back. Where we at? 5:14, we gonna come back. But she says something about, she said, I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me. But Pap don't even really do the public image stuff. But all right, let's get it.
You're out, okay? And this is what you should have been dealing with, the call. You ignored that and went to the text when clearly that wasn't the case, even though your texts are saying like, hey, it's all about business. But anyways, Papoose wasn't done spilling the beans. He got on live himself.
Damn, he opened up a can of whoop ass, huh?
Receipts.
But let me tell y'all this. So I bring it to her.
Papoose details finding out about Remy Ma's alleged cheating. She says she purchased a home. Says she purchased a home 40 minutes from theirs, where she would allegedly creep at. Also says he caught her asleep on the phone with him. I'ma put him down.
That I found out that she's sleeping with the lane. They said, yo, Pat, this out here telling me he your wife. I said, word. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick and for health, sickness and health, you know what I'm saying? Better for worse, and death do us part. Yeah. So you try to work through things.
Facts.
She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very difficult
I advocate
for
for
me
therapy.
to do.
Hey, yo, listen, Pap, you folks and all, right? You know what I mean? You folks. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a cranium right here. God damn, brother, you need to put that hat back. Damn, that's a cranium right there. Pap, I ain't know your joint was that crazy. Listen, I ain't really got a small joint either. Y'all probably had never seen me on stream without the cap on. I got a million. You see them on the wall. But this right here, this is a dome. Pause. God damn. Shoo.
So when we go to therapy,
My fault,
the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because, honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. Because I told Rem back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. He violated, you know what I'm saying? And what I noticed, when I found out, I noticed that every time me and her stepped out and made an appearance, he'd go post on his gram, do little
sucker shit.
He'd go make a post on his story about us. So I'm watching this. Mind you, y'all, I'm not saying nothing the whole time. I know this sleeping with my wife, but I ain't saying nothing. A couple days go by, things a little peaceful around the crib. Me, her, and my daughter, we all sleep in the same room. We go to bed. I'm saying it's bedtime. We sleep together in the same bed every night. As we sleeping in the bed, I fall asleep. My daughter's in the middle of us. So it's 2 beds in our room now at this time because she started doing weird things around the crib or whatever. So me, her, and my daughter in the same bed. It's another bed over there. I wake up. It's just me and my daughter in the bed. So I get up. I see her in the other bed. So I go over to the other bed. And as I go to the other bed, I notice that her phone is on. When I pick up the phone, I see the lame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. She on the phone with the lame. So After that,
They on some puppy love shit. I remember, bro, I used to do that shit in high school, you feel me? On the phone with a little bitty, like, and they never wanted to have, be like, yo, I'm about to call you, I'm gonna call you back. Wow. I got shower, I'm about to eat, you mean, whatever. I'm about to go to bed. You feel me? Whatever the situation is, they don't want to hang up. So then you just end up like, no, just go ahead and go to sleep. Don't hang up though. Right? So now we're on the phone all night. I wake up in the middle of the night, I hear something like a fucking bear on that. Bong, I'm hanging up. But we used to do that. That's puppy love shit. You feel me? That shit was, she was lusting over both for her. She broke up her marriage because of somebody she had lust for. That's crazy.
woke her up. Hey, what's going on? This what you doing in here? This what we doing? She started lying again, fabricating, this, that, and the third. Long story short, she kept cheating with the lane. I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib.
Yo, she's ballsy to be in the same room with this nigga on the... I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but she's very ballsy to be in the same room with this nigga. The kid in the bed, she gets out the bed, go in the other bed, and if he woke up and seen her on the phone with the nigga, like she was asleep, phone is still on the call, and it's the nigga, that mean they were having a conversation with each other while he was laying right there asleep. That's wild. Listen, that's wild. That's crazy. Like, what?
Lays up with the lane, leaves and say she's going to work, leaves, say she's going to do this and do that, but she goes to the crib. I've been there. I can actually give y'all the address.
Nah, don't do that.
So she got this. She got another crib, and shout the. I don't even want to put this in the bus, man. But this another individual who was married and got a crib not too far from the home of his family. But I ain't gonna put him out there.
So in this particular clip, Pap is talking about like basically you been dealing with this bum dude.
That's crazy, bro. You could tell she dressed the nigga too. Cause her and Pap used to do the matching outfits and all that. Wow. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. You can tell you from Philly too. I hate niggas that wear their hats like this, bro. It's like, yo, this hat is clearly too big. I mean, maybe I'm just biased because the way I wear my shirts. Bro, this hat way too big for this nigga's head, bro. Pause. It's like, bro, look at the. I'll be cooking these niggas the whole video.
You been dealing with him. You been dealing with a lame. The dude, he even knew was going around sleeping with his chick, but he really wasn't, like I said, tripping. He wasn't exposing anybody. He was doing everything, despite the fact that you was doing whatever you wanted to do. Now, I might say that, you know what, man, he's a simp. But you know what, though? Look, here's what I'm gonna say.
That was his wife.
He married, he got a wife, he got a kid.
Right.
He trying to protect his family, all right?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, bro, you can't. I forgot to take my vitamins when I got out the shower. You can't call him a simp because it's his wife, bro. If you're doing all that for your wife, then that's a whole different story.
Wouldn't do it, but hey, we gonna have to be real. This is really some manly type stuff, even though it's simple at the same time, because he's still not exposing her. He's still not making her look bad in the public. Most dudes would have done exactly that, but she not even appreciative. This is why Papoose came back and said even that pawning her.
That nigga look like a squirrel. Damn. And he got a bony ass neck. Pause. So that beard cooking him right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, you hear me?
Free part. Ladies, can you a man tricking on a jigger that look like this? All mine.
Hold up. Damn, I gotta get better with this, y'all. Damn, I gotta get better with this. Where is it at?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
jewelry came with certificates with my name on it, verifying that I purchased it. Pawn your jewelry and stop lying. You've been spending my money for years. Also, the money you made was made off the music that I wrote. Heard the knockout victim said I was obsessed with him. Jigga, I beat the dog-ish out of you and stomped you out. You had like 5 jiggas with you. I was by myself. Shout out to Jack Boy, man. Was there, and many, many others. Heard she bought that bum who never had jewelry in his life before he met her a Rolex. And that's BS chain. Hashtag Remy Sugar Ma. Now, he also just said, listen, at the same time, you bought him an apartment, you going over there and getting your cheeks clapped when you supposed to be with your husband, working it out and all this stuff. He hid all of this. But wait, there's more.
So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lame admitting to blackmailing her.
Damn. Oh, blackmailing her.
Yeah, look. So far, she's saying she.
Hold on.
I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of the thing gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about. I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that. Go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. And again, we're going to play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with it to make sure you don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team this. You didn't give a You didn't care.
That is not true.
Talking to this.
That is not true.
I would have been stopped talking to this. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, this wife, oh, the whole, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's in the dope. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand.
So the whole time, y'all arguing, and the dude is...
Not gonna lie, you gotta respect that. Shit, I respect that. You should have knocked him the fuck out. You shook my hand, and you slept while you was sleeping with my... You lucky he ain't do more than knock him the fuck out.
showing you no respect. Remy, I'm talking about Easy the Block Captain. You yelling at him, talking about, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care. Yeah, just like you don't care. Now you mad because the dude don't care. He doing everything you doing to Papoose. And
listen,
he
you can't
dusty
get
and
love.
he broke.
You can't get loved by a nigga. Then that's a crazy pause right there. Damn, look at the choppers. You can't get love, or you can't expect to get love by a nigga you left your husband for. I'ma keep it a bean. And listen to me, ladies. It's certain things that y'all do, because y'all do it, you'll never get respect from the man that you want the respect from. Right? So, for example, she wanted the respect from this nigga, right? Talking about he don't care and all that. No, he don't care. He don't even respect you. Why? You left your husband for me. That shows me your character, right? Like, I'm going to get everything I can get out of this, baby. You Remy Ma. I'm a bum-ass nigga from Philly. You heard me? Like, not saying all niggas from Philly is bum-ass niggas, but this is a bum-ass nigga, and he's from Philly, right? I'm going to squeeze this like I'm making some fresh motherfucking lemonade. You heard me? Like, of course, of course, this nigga gonna treat you like he into you. Like he may be falling in love with you, right? But in all reality, he ain't got no respect for you, baby. You left your husband for that nigga. That told him everything he really needed to know about you for. That's how we think as men. So when I say that y'all actions sometimes dictate the amount of respect you gonna get from the nigga that you want the respect from. If I met you at the club, you was dancing on like 5 niggas, and then I was the 6th nigga, and I took you home and I smashed, and that's gonna determine the amount of respect that you get from me for because for one, you let me hit on the first night that I met you. For 2, it was 5 other niggas before me that could have been me, right? it just so happened you was still dancing for the night, and I happened to be next, and you was done for the night. So, but if you ain't won another couple more shots or wanted to shake your ass to a few more songs, it could have been the nigga before me, the nigga before him, the nigga before him. You feel me? So it's like that type of shit determine the amount of respect that we have for you, right? So just keep that in mind when y'all be looking for certain stuff from a nigga that you ain't really even earned to get from him. That's my opinion. You feel me?
Now, you said that Papoose the brokest man you ever been with.
He waving the tongue.
That can't be true. I mean, let's look at Easy Block
clip
Captain's teeth, how it used to be. You mean to tell me a dude that had money will be going around looking like a saber-toothed tiger?
Hell no. No.
So that gotta be. But wait, let's play this one.
I don't remember exactly what year it was, but she informed me, hey, such and such just came home, one of the individuals who she was locked up with.
Oh, so I heard about this.
Okay,
Listen
that's
to this,
cool.
y'all.
But I remember the name from when she was away.
it.
I don't think nothing of it. Oh, this year, we always celebrate our birthdays together. Me, her, and the baby birthday, my birthday, our family. They all come around.
As y'all should.
That's how I was raised. So
As
I'm
y'all
really big on
should.
family.
Yeah.
So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all-girls
I love
party.
that for them.
So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all girls. So she has the all-girls party. I don't go. I falls back.
Shouldn't nothing be wrong with that, though.
We had like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. So this time when she comes to visit the crib,
Spend the night.
every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name because I ain't even trying to give her no clout. She's a extreme clout chaser.
That's odd.
So I don't even want to say her name.
She wanted to go
So,
sleep in the bed with
She
him?
tells me, I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such.
That's
I said,
odd.
okay, that's cool. I
They
sleep in
not
the room by
children.
myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything.
That's odd, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name, that's another story, but she fabricating. I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, weird. The hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me.
You try to eat
she
her
hugged
box.
me, kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her.
try to eat the
When it's time
box.
to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
She
oh,
hit the-
okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night.
Come on, man.
I said, something is fishy here.
You damn right.
I said, I ain't no rocket scientist.
And it wasn't the box.
This ain't add up.
It wasn't the box that was
You
fishy.
feel me? So,
YouTube, don't take me down. I'm a
damn, something
comedian.
wrong, something ain't right here. So one time, I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business.
Mm-hmm.
So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib, and they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway, and then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo,
The baby?
what the hell? Where the hell she at? So I go up the other side, and when I tell you this is a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side, I go in the room, she in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo,
What?
why the baby in the room by herself? I pushed past that.
What type of
Moving on along.
aphrodisiac is that?
I hate to say this, but you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, and when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle.
Right.
But
it was your shorty.
She has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them.
Remy.
That it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth.
Remy.
So on another day, I caught her.
Come on, Rem.
With this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her.
Right.
I don't put my hands on females.
No, that's facts.
Y'all want to know what I did?
No, that's on game.
I told the individual, I said, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest.
Please.
I didn't put my hands on her.
We hope not.
Because I'm not going to do that. I don't hit women.
We hope not.
But I told her to get out.
You don't seem like the type, huh? Pat?
I said, get the out. Because I feel very disrespected.
So what happens here, guys? Brother Pap says he caught you.
Is that her? Is that her? Is this her? Is that Angie Martinez? Is that Angie Martinez? Is that the girl? Damn, Rem got some nice. Is that the girl? I don't know. I don't think that's the girl. I don't know.
In the bed with another woman that you was in bed with. Now, Pap, I'm gonna just be honest, man. That's a little bit too much simp. That's how I...
All right, y'all, listen. We are way past our time. We about 11 minutes. Well, nah, we more than 11 minutes. I'll be trying not to go past 20 minutes, right? As y'all can see, I fail at that horribly sometimes, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better. Something with the algorithm, and I don't really know. I'm learning so much about this whole YouTube thing. But I was dedicated, baby. You feel me? That's why we here at Puny Humans platform. We going and we ain't stopping. You hear me? Until next time. This is the Puny Humans platform. I'm your host, True Victor, and we are out of here. What's up with the walls?
She the best, you know I'm trying to see what's up. She might be correct. I'm on my top like a do-rag. Drinking barefoot like where your shoe at. I'm sipping my wet now. Her pussy get wet now. My reciprocate now. Pull up in the his and hers Bentley. You asked for the guys, so they sent me. Golden child gifted. Rockin' to the engine start season. I'm recording to the tennis, get evicted. I'm a motherfucking menace. Hot nigga with a cold heart. Hot niggas, it get all dark. On the block with it, where it all starts. She eating popsicles, knock it out the ballpark.